guess we got to talk about the State of the Union. We're going to talk about it all throughout the show. I devoted my time. I tweeted something that might have been irreverent, that I took a nap, woke up, and he was still coming in. And because it was true. That actually happened. I dozed off. And then I was like, that's after 9 o'clock. This the president still, I think he was midway through. I think he was taking a selfie with Barbara Lee.
Today, Junior.
Making a face at Marjorie Taylor Greene. I was like, what is happening? What, y'all know this thing's supposed to start at 9. So I think the revolution started last night with the president of the United States. I feel like he started the movement because it was supposed to start at 9.
I think he was trying to peacock last night on this. Oh, y'all been saying I'm old. You know, I'm supposed to be in bed by this time. You know, y'all. Oh, now who's tired? It's 10:30. I still got stuff to say, y'all. I'm like, all right, brother, you proved your point. You can wrap this one up whenever you ready, Joe.
Yo, but you know what? I had no expectations. I said if he could just get to the podium, that was it. I was good. So when he got up there, I was like, whoo, okay, this is gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. And then he started. I was like, wait a minute. Okay. First, the fillers were filling. They filled in. Okay. Shout out to the filler people. Y'all made all of the things inflate and decreased the creases. I was appreciative of that he got up there. He said them things that he needed to say. He brought receipts. He threw some jabs. He was like, oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you want to throw up a button? Here's the button. I'm going to have a conversation. I said, okay. People yelling at him. He was like, what? Yes. Who said that? You know, I was like, oh wow.
God.
Yeah, it was great.
I feel like Republicans kind of miscalculated with all that heckling. Now, I'm not saying it's going to cost them their base. I don't think anything can cost them their base other than if one of them wake up tomorrow and be like, actually, you know what? I think we've been doing black people wrong. That's the only way they're going to lose votes. But I think the optics of them yelling and heckling and interrupting his speech, normally the media pounces on Joe Biden anytime he like stutters, stumbles, gets something wrong. But with them heckling, it was like, oh, he's just responding to the fact that y'all won't let him do his speech. So they couldn't even get that little, you know, them sound bites that they normally get after a speech. Right. Like, oh, look at him. They couldn't even do it because it was them making it messed up.
Well, all of it backfired because you first pointed, you painted him for months and months and months as this doddering, incoherent, basically on life support, person that can't string together 2 sentences very well, too old to be in this position. And he showed up. It was past my bedtime, so let me confess. I was sleepy. I was sleepy. So that he could, y'all now want to say he's on Adderall. Now you want to talk about, like, make it make sense. Either he's old and doddering or he's on drugs.
I saw maybe a little bit of the post-speech analysis. And, you know, they always got to have like a Republican on there. You know how they do. It's, you know, it's like 3 reasonable people. And then it's like, no, let's go to the dude that used to work for Trump. And the dude, he didn't really have a thing to say other than, well, maybe he was a little too excited. I said, man, hold on now. Y'all been spending years telling me this man was Sleepy Joe. Now he's too excited to be sharing the message to the American people. Make up your damn mind.
I even saw someone say, I didn't show up. I didn't tune into this to be yelled at. I was like, okay, y'all see, and this is what happens when you lie, right? Or when you go too far. And then he can and did have the opportunity to dispel everything that you had to say about him. And thank you, Smith, for this. He said the GOP messed up waiting until after Super Tuesday to invite him to speak. Yeah, they did. Yeah. It was a miscalculation. And this is just further proof that nobody in the Republican Party right now is capable of leading anything. Joe Biden didn't let Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, introduce him. He looked diminutive next to the Vice President of the United States. Mike Johnson sat up there looking really sad, looking mighty lonely, looking mighty and he didn't even get to see Miss Sealy. Nobody rescued him. He was just sitting there, all just rocking back and forth, just looking like damn.
So I won't lie. I got very upset and had to turn it off by the end because the display that they were putting on was so beneath everything that the office is supposed to be, what the electorate is when people vote, what they're supposed to be voting for. And I know that some of the country think that's representation, having people dressed head to toe in MAGA drip, heckling the president. I know some people vote for that and they think that's a good thing, but I was disgusted, man. I wanted somebody to escort them out of there because I was like, what are y'all doing? You know,
the dude that showed up with the Trump T-shirt and the bow tie with the American flag on it, which y'all defiling the flag, you fake patriots.
What the hell is that? And number one, like T-shirt, bow tie. That don't even make sense.
You know what he looked like? He looked like one of the Nazi village people.
Yes.
866-801-8255. Let that sit in your.
If you seen a man walking down the street with that fit on, you would be like, oh, someone needs to help this man, because clearly a bow tie and a T-shirt don't go together.
clearly, and a jacket, a suit jacket on top of that. These people. So that there was that, and there was some substance, and I think the Biden administration got an actual they got a commercial out of it because that end of the speech was very Obamian. Is that a word? Very Obama-like in the whole red state, blue state. And he told us who he was from Scranton, Pennsylvania. His daddy, much like the people out there protesting, the auto workers, the folk that want to make America great again. Joe Biden is that. He's that, not Trump.
Whoever wrote that speech, shout out to them, because the way they flipped age into a strength, that was phenomenal writing, because he's been getting dinged for being old, but he turned it into like, hey, I've seen some stuff. Okay, I've seen what this nation was and what it's becoming and what it can be. And I think the line that stuck with me the most was when he said something about how America had never lived up to that promise, but that doesn't mean we walk away from it. And I said, "Ooh," because only a white man could say that. You know, they not. If Obama would have said that, they would have been like, "Oh my God, he hates America." But like seeing him say it, and it felt like, if you ever watch Marvel movies, it felt like how you supposed to feel when Captain America is talking and you like, I believe this white man believes in the apple pie and equality that we're supposed to be talking about. He believes in that part of America. He don't believe in just wearing a flag and killing people. That's not his thing.
No, and it was sincere. So that was the other thing. Like, and that's what made the heckling even weirder. Because here's this man, this your granddaddy up there. Y'all heckling grandpop, y'all heckling pop, y'all look real crazy.
And he not saying nothing belligerent. Like,
wait, hold on. I want to end cancer. Boo! I'm like, what? Wait, Mike,
what are we arguing about?
You can't stand up to end cancer.
They were heckling stuff they agree with. Like, he was like, listen, your man killed the immigration reform. Y'all man did that. I'm not gonna say his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. What don't y'all want this? What is it y'all don't want? And they were heckling that. I'm like, what are y'all even mad at this point?
They mad because they couldn't be mad at something. So they were mad at themselves. 866-801-8255. This that last moment that you just referenced, and it was beautiful because again, I leaned in because every word I believe that he absolutely it touched, it hit. Somebody beforehand said, we need to bring hope back. Like the president needs to represent hope. And I felt like at the end, I was even hopeful because I have not been hopeful for the last few months. I'm like, y'all are wearing me out. This is I don't know what to do, but I know what's going to happen if we don't show up. So I'm just like, I'm so not afraid, but damn.
It's the hardest part of that job, for people. I know I have friends that were like very critical of Barack Obama when like as the type of because he is a person that believed in America basically. And us as black people, we have a hard time believing in America. We got a lot of reasons to not want to believe all the stuff that they say it can do. And I was like, yeah, but I don't want a cynical president. You know what I mean? Like I don't think the country can take the first black president being a guy that's like, America's messed up. It ain't never going to get better. I don't know what y'all want from me. Like, no, we need him to say, I'm everybody's president. If you didn't vote for me, I'm still going to do the job. Like, we need that. And I think Biden is exactly that, that copy of Obama when it comes to that same type of dogma.
And a package that even the Make America Great Again crowd can identify with, because he is you. 866 minus the hate and the awfulness and the ignorance and the lack of reading and the smells and the lack of teeth and
knowing
marrying
black
your cousins.
people and
all of that, hating Mexicans and wanting people to speak American, all of that.